To watch people in real time reject my work. A lot of my coworkers, they ask me, like, Aislinn, how do you stay so chill? How are you so mellow at this job? And I say, I can't begin to explain to you how little this all means to me.
Just fine. Because he was high maintenance. I was always taking care of him. Now it's just me and the fish. Excited to be here though. Just got a notification that my niece is in town. Thank God for Amber Alerts. I lapped someone on the track for the day. Feel that? Eat shit! What? He just gave me a dirty look and rolled away in his wheelchair. I don't like what normal people call autism a social disorder. Actually, really big with social cues. Went on a date with a girl. She said, I'm cold. Right away, I knew what to do. I said, that sucks for you. Autism makes real absent-minded. A lot of people that accuse him for a pothead. That really offends me. Back when weed was illegal, I almost got arrested because the cop thought that I was high. I was really mad. I said, hey, now you can't arrest me for my genetics. He said, well, you are holding weed. Now I know where that idiot works. The Louisville Fire Department. Working in bad sex. Bad sex. One time I was having sex with a girl, she said, hey, that's the wrong hole. I apologized. She said, that's okay. We can just throw that bagel away. Last week, my friend accused me of being in a pyramid scheme. And I said, does that mean you're not signing up? Because I lose $40. Enough about me though. Let's do crowd work. Fuck it. What do you do? What's your job?
To 100, which means we're all a little autistic.
Yeah.
Just like we're all a little gay. And some of us are really, really, really gay. Yeah, thank you. Wait, I have one more joke on autism. Wait. Why is it called Autism Speaks if most of us are nonverbal? Alright, you guys, I'm stupid. So anyways, I am Neethi, right? Which is such a wild, outdated way of viewing things, because it's not my fault that my great-great-great-grandfather had a shitty job. And now all of our last names are Walmart greeter. What? If they had just waited what? Oh, sorry. Wait, if they had just waited a few months, we'd be software engineer. Sorry. Wait, 4.5 teeth. Turns out the bid starts at 400. So, yeah, I haven't met I'm gonna give them. So that's a little bit about me. I don't know. I should really not be doing all that. It's I feel like ultimately a lot of dating is just what the heart wants, right? Ultimately you just go for who you like, and that's just what happens, The issue is every single person I like has an STD. Just one that is contagious, not a chlamydia. But
Speaks and to Steve Cohen, comedy, and why I figured out I was autistic. I saw him do comedy. I was like, I kind of like that. I think I might have that same thing. But yeah, sometimes people don't think that I'm autistic. They say I don't look autistic, whatever that means. But last night, even I was at a comedy party, and I told some comedians I was doing this show, and they're like, "Oh, come on, you're not autistic." And so they asked me what makes me autistic. So I told them, what symptoms or signs that a person affect my life the most, which is hypersexuality and just feelings on 1,000% all the time. They're like, you're not autistic, you're just a crazy girl. Okay. So then a little while later, I had my headphones on, my over-the-ear AirPods, and one of them was like, hey, what's up? What are you listening to? They said, oh, nothing, I just like to muffle a sound sometimes. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry, yeah. We believe you now, we were familiar with your game. So yeah, girls are a little bit less likely to get diagnosed with autism at a young age, because they're like, oh yeah, they're just girly. Like when I was 5 years old, I jumped out of a moving vehicle because they didn't have any chapstick with me. Yeah, that's a huge like sensory issue, but at the time, my family's just like, whoa, she's like really girly, that's crazy. But if a little boy had done that, he would have gotten diagnosed immediately. They'd be like, that kid is gay. And it's like, it's all fun and games until I'm the only girl at the pool party like, crying because it's sock time. You need to have my socks on 100% of the time. Oh, is it hot in here? I'm not the one on Prozac. Yeah, speaking of antipsychotics, has anyone ever lived with a man? I lived with my ex-boyfriend for like 1.5 months, and then he wanted me to pay him back some of the money that he spent on me while we were dating. Yeah. She said. And I was like, yeah, sure, of course, babe. Let me just like unsuck your dick for you. And then maybe you cannot put my feet in your mouth every time you come. I don't know. But yeah, when I'm not wearing socks, my feet are in someone's mouth.
Just my parents are not cool. My dad's Jewish, and my mom's Dwight from The Office. Thank you. I wasn't going to be on this show because I've retired from comedy, but then I found out that we were going to end 15 minutes too early because I'm bad at math. I have the autism where you're bad at math. Which makes sense because I didn't find out I have autism until I was 42 years old. Thank you. It's very kind of you. When I found out that I have autism, I was like, what? I found out because an autistic comedian was like, hey, you have autism? And I was like, shut up. And I went and got tested to prove him wrong. But then the doctor told me he was right. And I was like, how do you know? And she was like, I'm a doctor. And also I have autism. And I was like, good one. During the test, she asked me to describe emotions and feelings. And when she asked me to describe anger, I said it was a sour feeling. And when she asked me to describe joy, I was like, it's a citrusy feeling. And she was like, I didn't know if that made you autistic or a chef. And I was like, I don't know, but you just wrote a comedy joke for me. Thank you. That was a great laugh back there from the comedians. Again, thank you. You hear it? What a fucking annoying laugh. Just how you become a comedian, you just have to have an annoying laugh. You want to hear mine? Ha! Horrible. People hate me. I'm not allowed. I was actually unallowed from my friend Adam's comedy taping twice because that's my laugh. He was like, no. Because he would tell a joke, and then everybody would go, ha 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 ha! And I would just go, ha! Unacceptable. I used to work at restaurants. I miss working at restaurants. I'm just looking at all this food that I could have laid down. It would have been fun. I think the thing I miss most about working at restaurants is kitchen Spanish. It's the Spanish that you speak inside of restaurants. It's not like the Spanish that you guys speak in Europe. They're from Europe. I spoke to them earlier. It's not like Spain Spanish. It's more like Mexican Spanish meets haute cuisine, okay? So like lechuga means lettuce, okay? Or like salsa means salsa. Thank you. Yeah. Or baño. Okay. Baño doesn't mean bathroom. Baño means cocaine. If somebody says baño, you're gonna get lit. Okay. All right. Cool. Awesome. Nice. You're fun. Yeah. What's up? You want to go to the bathroom and get fucked up? So, two of the comics have it back there. I'm pretty sure Athena does.
Your girlfriend's back there.
No, my girlfriend doesn't do cocaine. She has ADHD. We're gonna chop up some Adderall. Que pasa? I don't know what that means. Get it out.
Oh, you want to know?
All right, I'm gonna go on with the show. We got too much ADHD. All right, nice. You two are dressed so Connecticut right now. Yeah. Okay. Cool. You guys look at it later. All right. Cool. Yeah. Definitely. Obviously. Yeah. You're moving there. Everybody, look at them later. You can see, sir. Can you see them? You have no facial expressions. You're autistic now. Cool. One facial expression. Well, two, I guess, besides the one that you were showing earlier. Okay. Three facial expressions. Oh. My parents, super supportive about my being gay. Kind of a surprise, 'cause I'm not gay. You get what they thought it though? Back in high school, I had a nickname. Gay Steve. I got that nickname from my high school bully because I told him he had to stop calling me Jew Steve. That wasn't actually the nickname. I just can't say those on stage. I feel horrible. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were slurs. But it's okay. I'm from Florida. Nice. I'll finish on you guys with this. Nice. A lot of us watch the same porn. Guys, you've been wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. I remember why I retired from comedy now. Everybody give it up for Evasive.
Okay. I live here in New York, and I've had a few awkward, subway experiences. One time, somebody threw milk at me. Yeah, which is technically a hate crime, since I am a vegan. Yeah, another time I was sitting on the train, and right when the doors opened, this guy stole my bag and ran off with it. Yeah, but I was happy that he did it right when the doors opened, because if we had to wait till the next stop for him to leave, I don't like being robbed, but I hate awkward small talk. I would have had to be like, so what are your plans with my money? The people around me were not very nice about it. They were like, why didn't you chase after him? Okay, and what would I have done after I caught up to that tall, grown man? Excuse me, sir, I see you've taken my bag. Would you like to also take my life? The lady next to me was the worst, though. She was like, if that happened to me, I would have stabbed him. Okay, humble brag. I didn't have a knife, but if I did, it would have been in the bag. Yeah. Okay. Is one time the conductor was like, we're stopped because a passenger's been struck. And me and the guy across from me made really intense eye contact, and you could tell we were both thinking about the fragility of life and how it can just end. And finally he broke the silence and was like, well, wasn't either of us. So do you guys think I should post some misconnections? Okay, I did write one, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll get your opinion on it. I didn't catch your name on the old choo-choo, but we made eye contact. I usually don't do that on the first date. What do you say we meet up sometime and force a train evacuation? Like sexual ones, not terrorism. You gotta specify there. Okay, cool. Sex. But my roommate thinks that I am, so I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret of what I'm actually doing in there. Okay. It just feels good. If you do it when you're in the shower, you can be like, I'm a little seal. Yeah, okay. I do hear my roommate getting intimate, and I hate it because I hate them. So what I do is I go over to the room and I knock on the door and I say, hey, are you practicing for an audition? Because it just doesn't sound authentic. And I think it rescued me from the carbon monoxide leak. Yeah, tweet. Yeah, which brings me to another fun fact. You cannot flush a canary down a toilet. You may think you've taken dumps that big, but not that density. Okay. Since I've been telling that joke, it's come to my attention that a lot of younger people don't know we really used to put canaries in coal mines, so that if they hit gas and the canaries died, they knew they needed to get out. And it got me thinking, we really got to get these kids back in the mines. And Trump's going to do it. Yeah. I have an uncle who's a Trump supporter, and he's hard to argue with. A lot of people are like, why don't you just tell him like Trump uncle is? He is also a criminal. Yeah, it's kind of like a plus for him. Okay,